What about what they announced? What did they announce? A quick little recap. Honestly, I didn't really do much off stream. I tried to, spawn the last two Elder Dragons, but it kept spawning every single other Elder Dragon except for the one I wanted. But yeah, no new team members. Everyone's still the same. Didn't get anything new. So, didn't really do much off stream, to be honest. An update with harder battles? I mean, I guess, but it's not story related, right? They're just adding more battles, right? Anyway, before we progress the final part of the story, I'll do one more of the character side quests. I think I'll do the side quest for Cora. I haven't done hers yet. So I'll do the side stories for Cora, and then we can do... And then I can progress to the final battle. You could have leveled up. I mean, I could have, but I didn't want to. This guy's shit falling asleep? Alright, cool. Do what you need to. So yeah, a little bit of filler before we progress to the final battle. Honestly, should have done these as they became available, but, I was more interested in the main story than theirs. And then after I realized that they gained buffs and benefits, I'm like kind of regretting it.
Oh hey, you heading out, Cora?
That's right. I'm off to explore a cave I stumbled onto the other day.
A rocky past, okay.
Oh my, a fresh cave system. What discoveries await you, I wonder?
Royal monsters for level 90 plus players in the summer. So so yeah, it's not story. Okay. I mean, that's in the summer though. Like my team is like already in like what, level 80s? Like by the time that comes out, my whole team will be like level what, 100 by then?
You interested? Wanna come with?
I'm assuming 100 is the max level.
Could we, Your Highness?
Sure. I'm pretty curious myself.
That settles it then. The entrance to the cave is on a cliff wall facing Mirror Lake. I didn't have much time to search, but I still managed to turn up some ore we could use for armor and tools, so that's promising.
Ooh.
Finding an ore-rich cave within Azuria's borders is an amazing accomplishment. Well done, Cora. Do you, often make these sorts of discoveries?
Well, geological surveys are sort of my forte. I try to get out into the field whenever I can find the time.
I'd expect no less from our resident geologist. But with everything else you're handling, don't these solo surveys take a toll on you?
Honestly, no. I actually really enjoy them. Besides, this is about the only thing I can do that actually helps Azuria.
Phooey, I say! Think of your work in the Rangers, the abundance of mineral resources you provide us with.
I couldn't agree more.
At least Rudy's being supportive for once.
The ore you've discovered has aided our kingdom in all sorts of ways. I can't imagine Azuria without you.
Straight from the Crown Prince's mouth. You've earned the right to stand tall.
Maybe I was being a little harsh on myself. Thanks, you two. It's nice to be appreciated.
So, shall we go check
That's just
out
my
the
response
cave
to that.
system?
Yeah, let's get to it.
'60 stream street, Jesus.
Go!
Hey.
I was literally over here by this camp.
Hey.
I still find it
Cave mouth is
ridiculous
right
that
here.
Gravios can fly in this game.
I had no idea there were any
Might end
cameras
next
in this
month.
area.
Hey, again, no words if you have to miss a stream. Do what you need to do, man.
As best as I can
Take
tell,
care of
it
real
seems we
life
have
stuff.
a recent cave-in to thank for opening this one up. That's not all. These sorts of collapses can expose long-buried geological formations and ore veins, too.
Then we have no idea what could be slumbering within. Oh, this is getting exciting. I say we commence at once. Allow me to take the first steps.
Not so fast. The entrance to this cave may be new, but there's a good chance that there are already monsters living in there. Best approach with caution.
In that case, I'll bring up the rear.
At least Plesiath can't fly, but it can run on land, and it looks
That's a good
ridiculous.
Okay, let's get going.
Right.
It runs like freaking Ed from Ed, Edd n Eddy. Heavenly Crystal, okay. I'm not kidding about there being lots of ore in here. Observe the stones on the wall. They turn red when come in contact with air. Huh. There are two ways to go. And as always, I want to go the way that's not the right way. Oh, there we go. A life powder? What the hell is a life powder doing in here?
I've got this.
Let's go!
Just relax.
You did it! Oh, nice!
You don't care that thing's retreating.
No complaints here.
But yeah, pretty much the only really things I attempted to do off stream was try to get the last two Elder Dragons to spawn, but again, it just kept spawning every other Elder Dragon except for them. So yeah, I didn't get to actually force them to spawn. I guess I just had really bad RNG on that. Do I need a... I'm gonna need a swimming mount, aren't I? Yes, I am. I don't have a swimming mount. Ooh, boy. At least I have a climbing mount.
This spot should do for a quick breather.
You always do these surveys by yourself?
Ogden comes along every once in a while, but basically, yeah.
Must have faced your fair share of danger.
You can say that again. That's why I prefer going solo. I feel bad putting any of you at risk.
Cora, you're still thinking like that? You don't need to prove yourself. You've made Azoria your home.
Look, that's really not part of it. Being alone just puts me at ease, especially when I'm doing my research. Call it self-care, if you want.
When you say Cora made Azuria her home,
I'm from Vermeil. I first arrived in Azuria as one of Lady Amara's attendants, back when she married into the royal family.
Okay, so yeah, that was her at the beginning of the game. I knew that was her based on her hair. Yeah, in the opening
no
cutscene.
idea.
Yeah, back in the opening cutscene, she was the one. She was one of the people traveling with the queen to find the Rathalos egg.
When I was little, I lost my parents to the encroachment. Lost my hometown, too. Ended up adopted by a passing ore merchant. We needed to make a living somehow, so every day I had to search different caves for ore, and all without a monster to back me up.
What a tragic story.
Not an uncommon one. The lack of resources rendered all of Vermeil dirt poor. It was a hard upbringing, but I would have ended up on the street if I didn't find a way to make myself useful. Then one day, I ran into Lady Amara at a mining site, and she took me under her wing. It truly was a stroke of luck.
You haven't had to deal with anything so trying since coming to Azuria, have you?
No, but it's hard to shake how you grew up. When I first arrived, I was desperate to show that I could be of use to people around me. But then, I joined the Rangers, met Lucas, and I finally started to feel like I really belonged.
Lucas?
Lucas?
Yeah, who's Lucas?
My husband.
Oh, she
The
was
first
married.
captain of the Rangers, and Ogden's son.
Oh, that's his son? Something tells me something bad happened to him because we haven't seen him at all.
Captain Lucas looked after me before you did, Rudy.
Oh. So Cora is pretty much older than
When
us.
he and I got married, I finally started to feel like Azuria was my home. Up until then, I had been dead set on improving my station. But now, my desire is to serve the kingdom. Even so,
What is it?
I lost Lucas to illness. And the woman who first brought me to Azuria has been gone for years. The people who anchored me to Azuria aren't here anymore. I can't help but feel a little adrift.
Who said that? That can't be our Cora, can it?
No way. That doesn't sound like her at all.
You're an upstanding citizen, and an amazing ranger. And if you're a ranger, that means you're family.
I swear, you two. You win. My doubts got the better of me there. Alright, that's enough bearing my soul for one day. This cave isn't going to investigate itself.
Let's get back to it.
I still find it funny though, like once I got the Espionage layered armor, I haven't changed it ever since. It's like probably like my favorite one in the game. But yeah, like freaking like multiple people are from Azuria. Not Azuria, but Vermil. My mother was Vermil, so by extension my character is half Vermilion. Technically Simon isn't Vermilion, he just, you know, fled to Vermil once, you know, his home got destroyed. Nemia layered armor when, I mean, like, I guess I could technically craft layered armor for it. You know, let's actually fight this thing.
Want the upper hand?
But honestly, we're at the end of the game, so it's like, eh. I gotta check to see how many how much of Nemio's materials I have. Unless I already crafted it, I don't know. Wait, hold on. I need power pain here.
Let's go.
Thanks!
Nice one.
Okay. Alright, I should have gone for a bolstering ballad to negate his blast blight, because that's going to be annoying.
Counting on you.
Thank you!
Jesus Christ. I did so much damage and I'm like level 80.
I'll survive!
And that's about to explode like now or next turn.
Are you okay?
Yep.
Thanks!
You know, again, a bit sad that I'm pretty much at the end of the story for the game, but you know. Cool, stunned the Bracky.
Nice one!
Yes.
Honestly though, once I'm finished with this playthrough and I go back to Rise to finish and eventually beat Primordial Malzeno, I'm definitely gonna do like another playthrough on this game. You know, just by myself, you know. You know, see how much better I can do, you know, when I have everything. When I know everything, I guess.
Let's go.
Over here!
This is gonna hurt. Still though, I do like freaking, I really like Brachydios' attack animations in this game. They're just so violent and impactful. What is he doing? A skill? No, head to head. Okay.
Nailed it!
Nice. Got the topple.
This'll do it.
We showed them!
Watch out!
Keep it up.
Let's just go with freezing burst, I guess. Hold on. 90 power versus 80, and more Wyvern Fell. So.
I won!
And then we can do the double kinship finisher. A bit overkill, but it's funny regardless.
Moro, come on! All right over there?
Yeah.
Nice one!
Hope so. See what we can do.
Alright!
Nice job.
That's done.
Surprised that took 11 turns. But then again, Brachydios is still a high-level monster. Like, Brachydios was pretty much a red skulled monster whenever I encountered it for like a good while. Am I gonna play Sunbreak during the weekend? I mean, I'm not really sure what extra prep I can do, you know? I feel like I've done pretty much everything I can. It's just at this point learning the fight, right? Maybe I'll do some extra attempts so I can learn the fight, but that'll be about the best I can do. Okay, I gotta switch to a flying mount once I get up here. I feel like for these cave side stories, I definitely gonna have to, oh, okay.
Let's go!
We've got this.
Gypsyros try to sneak up on me.
Did it!
Definitely gonna need a monster that makes it so I have all of the,
Very nice.
all of the freaking, traversal methods. So I gotta put Almudron back in my team. One thing you can do is get Risen Shaggy or Risen Valstrax to level 241. So you can fully upgrade your weapon. I guess. Yeah, I'm gonna need to put Almudron in my team.
I've got this.
Let's go!
Just relax.
You did it!
For the future
What a win!
of these quests for Korra. Ah, yeah. Because, yeah, I don't have... Oh, speaking of Plesioth. Man, there's even a Catavan standing here. Gypsaros.
It looks like there's an iron ore outcrop further within. If we can establish a mining operation here, we'll have all the ore we need for a while.
But first, we have to deal with this sleepyhead.
Good thing for us, it's out cold.
Sleeping Gypsaros is not nearly as scary as a sleeping Espinas.
Then, now's our moment. Let's clear it out.
Right.
Yeah, I fought a sleeping Espinas in this game. It was not fun the first time I fought one.
Got the upper hand!
Oh, this is a full-on boss monster, okay. Definitely gonna be doing Power Pain and bolstering Ballad. Just so this bastard doesn't paralyze or... Not paralyze, but stun us or... Never forget your first Espinas? Yeah. Even in this game, though, fighting a sleeping Espinas is not ideal. Because anytime you attack it while it's sleeping, it has a sleeping counter and it does so much damage.
Let's go.
Thank you.
Alright, it's enraged, so I'm pretty sure it's power when it's enraged. Already broke its head, though. That's crazy. We should still have ailment resistances, so we shouldn't be affected by the flash. Oh yeah, never mind. It can't flash us because we broke its head. Just like in the actual games. Oh, it's technical. Never mind.
You did it!
Maybe it's power and then it switches to tech.
Keep pushing!
Ready?
I'll take it.
All right.
Okay.
Another...
It's calm
You know what?
down.
I'll let Cora have her solo one. I'll let Cora do it on her own. Just show off her kinship skill. Maybe next time can you beat stories they would just read. Well, I'm pretty sure someone's done that already.
All right.
Problem is I don't want to. Certainly a post you pulled, yeah.
Nice job.
That's done.
I don't want to do a challenge like that because you're literally forced to use a Rathalos every single
I
game.
tell you, the cave feels a lot more peaceful now that we've cleared out that monster.
Like literally. And for some reason in all three stories games, your Rathalos is named Ratha for whatever reason. But yeah, you're literally forced to use one every single game and it's like, eh.
The people of Azuria will be thrilled to have such a rich new source of iron ore.
The smithy, not so much, I'd wager.
Rathalos even be your fire monster. Yeah, like not even mine. Like honestly, I would honestly use Espinas as my fire monster pick. I would literally use Espinas as my fire monster pick over Rathalos.
Oh, please.
Maybe
extra
even,
work is nothing to complain about.
I guess
If
Brachydios
anything,
counts,
it should light a fire in his forge.
but Brachydios is more blast focused than fire. Yeah, I'd either go with Espionage, Brachydios, or Glavenus as my fire power monster.
Oh, that reminds me. I'll have to find a way to thank you for your help.
Seriously, you really don't need to go to the trouble.
Hey, this is just the way I do things. Even with family.
Well, when you put it like that.
Damn, we just got family zoned.
Good. It's not super fancy or anything, but what do you say I teach you how to make my signature big barrel bomb?
Sure. Sounds like it might come in handy.
Think you'd be willing to help me out again sometime?
Absolutely.
So what, we just get the recipe for big barrel bombs? I've just always bought them. Oh yeah. Yeah, I should have done this way sooner in the game. I should have done this way sooner in the game. Because these sonic bomb recipes would have come in really handy whenever I was fighting a Diablos and it decided to burrow. Ah. Damn. Well, at least I know to do that for my second playthrough.
No two ways about it. It really is time to make a new one. Just a question of getting those materials.
No optional content, yeah.
Then again, there's still...
Looks like something's on your mind. Everything okay?
Just talking to myself again.
I didn't even put Almudron in my team this time for these. Cora's Gunlance,
Self
okay.
clearly has a lot to say. It sounds like you're hoping to make something.
Sheesh, really put it all out there, didn't I? Since you asked, I was actually thinking about my weapon. It's looking a little worse for wear these days, so I've been chewing over making myself a new one.
Honestly, I don't like the Gunlance in this game as much as I did in Stories 2. I don't know what it is, but the way this Gunlance was in Stories 2 is how I prefer it over this game. I honestly prefer the bow in this game than Stories 2, funnily enough. Like, my positions on bow and Gunlance have completely swapped between Stories 2 and 3.
If it's showing its age, exchanging it for something freshly forged only makes sense. It'd be bad news if your weapon broke in the middle of a monster hunt. Right, Your Highness?
I'm guessing her Gunlance has sentimental value.
Thinking in the long term, I can't imagine making a new weapon would be a bad idea.
Fair point. Yeah, I guess that would be the logical thing to do. Right. I'll go gather the materials I need for my new weapon.
Here, here. So, where exactly are you going?
Well, I've had my eye on this one cave in the Canalta Timberland. I've got a feeling it has everything I need.
Oh, is this how she canonically gets her freaking... her upgraded Gunlance? Because obviously, like, once you get to like a certain point in the story, she automatically upgrades her Gunlance. I guess this is how you see how she gets it. Because she uses a Brachydios Gunlance now.
You make a new weapon, so...
But I forgot which one she started with.
Much appreciated.
Oh yeah, I wonder...
into the cataracts from behind Blessing Hill.
I wonder what her second weapon is.
We'll reach the cave by a small waterfall at the fork.
Because Thea uses the bow, and then once she progresses her story, she gets the hunting horn. Freaking Eleanor uses the greatsword, and progressing her story unlocks her hammer. So if Cora has Gunlance, I wonder what she's gonna have.
So it may be a good idea to bring an aquatic monster along.
Yeah, I gotta go get my freaking Almudron for this. Who can I swap out? Yeah, I can bench I can bench my freaking arc weld for now, just for this side, just for the side story for Korra, because I do need Almudron for this.
Express with your fingers. Hi.
I said by Blessing Hill, she said. Okay, I see. I can just fast travel to that camp. Just fast travel to Blessing Hill camp and then go from there.
Good.
Hey.
This is the cave you were telling us about, right?
The very same. But my initial investigation turned up a monster habitat further in, so stay on your toes.
Got it.
Yep, there we go. I thought he had a attack or whatever, but I guess not. He has a roar. That's about it. Oh, he has an attack, but only on land. That doesn't make sense. How does he only have an attack on land? You'd think he would have one on the water.
Come on. Go.
Yeah, this at least Korra side quests make it so that you need to make sure you bring a monster that covers pretty much every single type of maneuverability option. Need one that can swim. I'm guessing for the next side story, she's gonna need one. You're gonna need a monster that knows how to ground dive, I'm assuming. Oh, okay. Steve jump scare.
You did it! Excellent job!
Very nice.
I encountered a Black Diablos a similar way. I found a wall that I could break. As soon as I broke it, a freaking Black Diablos came out and charged me. Oh, it's a sleeping Kezu.
Got the upper hand! Alright! What a win!
No complaints here.
Your Highness!
You have a quest you could turn in? Oh, right, yeah. There was one where I had to kill the blue bugs.
I've got this.
Let's go!
Just relax.
You did it! Alright! Excellent
Very
job!
That felt good.
Yeah, I also wonder what her secondary monster will be.
Meow.
I've got this, everyone.
Let's go!
We've got
Ah, Somnicanth and Aurora Canth here.
You did it! What a
no
win!
complaints here.
Is there somewhere up I need to go? I guess so. Okay, yeah. Looks like I need to fly across. I think. This is where I just was. Purple Ludroth, okay.
I've got this.
Let's go!
Just relax.
Go ahead! Excellent job!
Good.
Very nice.
Where do I need to go? Oh wow, I think I fully went the wrong way, I guess. Not that that's a bad thing, you know. I like exploring the whole cave.
I meant to ask, Cora, is there something special about your weapon?
Yeah, I figured. I'm guessing it's to do with her husband.
A new one.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. My gun lance is, well, that's my life.
Your life?
That's right. It happened on my very first mission. Rolled right out of training into a big ore expedition. Back then, I was determined to prove myself useful. Brilliant me, I thought the best way to do that was to go into the cave alone. Before I knew it, I was completely surrounded by monsters. And my monstie was too hurt to even move.
Talk about cornered.
Just when I thought I'd bought the farm, Lucas came rushing in to save me. Not that he was very good at it, mind you. Together, we somehow managed to make it out of there. But I just had to know, why would he come to rescue an outsider like me? He looked at me, his face covered in scratches, and broke out into this goofy, ear-to-ear grin. Well, we're comrades, aren't we? That was it. I don't know why, but right then, I promised myself I would become the shield that protected him. Then and forevermore.
You fell head over heels just like that?
Rudy calling her out.
Well, I have heard that human love doesn't follow any sort of logic or reason, I suppose.
Ah, really just spilled my guts there, huh?
Oh no, I welcome it. We rarely get to hear such fascinating anecdotes from you. I was utterly riveted. Speaking of which, when does your gun lance enter the picture?
Oh, great. Kezu.
Looks like there's a massive monster around here.
How rude! We were just getting to the good part.
It's further inside. Let's go take a look.
I find it funny that how, out of all of our companions, Rudy seems to be the nicest towards Cora out of everyone so far.
To be continued, Cora. To be continued.
If we make
Like-
it out of here.
He was obviously skeptical about Eleanor, you know, being a princess from Vermeil. Ogden, for some reason, just pisses Rudy off. I don't really know about Gaul, and, you know, I guess Thea kind of got on his good side by calling him sir and all that, but Cora seems to be the only one he, you know, actually seems to like a lot. Aside from the one time where, you know, she considered calling the king a liar and he got mad about that. But then again, Rudy is a bit of a brown noser, so. It just feels so funny using an endgame monster for a part of the game, for a part of the story that's like, you know, like halfway through the game or whatever.
We've got this, everyone.
Let's go!
We've got this.
You did it! What a
No
win!
complaints here.
Pretty good.
But yeah, I'm really curious on what her second monster is going to be. and her secondary weapon. It was a rare monster den. I don't really care about it because, again, I've pretty much discovered every single monster in the game, including their deviants. Yeah, literally discovered every monster, including their deviants. Or variants, I guess. Okay, that's a caravan stand. Okay, I can climb back up here, that's good. But God, I do just love Malzeno as a monster in this game. It's just so cool. Just to literally just have a Malzeno that you can just ride around on. Which I guess makes sense that they have some flagship monsters. Well, they got two in this game, I guess. You got Malzeno from Rise, and then you have Arkveld from Wilds. And in the previous game, you had Nergigante as the Elder Dragon flagship from the last game. From World, that is, not last game. But at the time, when Stories 2 came out, World was the newest Monster Hunter. And then I think Rise came out during...
That's the door I was looking for.
Yeah.
But that Kazu's in the way.
Yeah, Rise, I think, came out during the Stories 2 lifespan, and then they had a title update for Stories 2 that gave you the Palamute as a rideable monster.
How do monsters always manage to plant themselves in the most inconvenient locations?
I didn't even realize I was going the right way.
Cora.
Damn straight. Otherwise, what's the point of coming all this way?
Dang it, I was hoping to knock it over.
Just relax.
Whatever. It starts as technical, so I can switch to a power monster for now. You know what? Almudron hasn't gotten much action, so let's actually use our Almudron here. It's been a while since we've brought him out. Let's go for attack. Or bolstering ballad, I guess. Right, I forgot he applies that mud bog effect.
Let's go.
Thanks.
Honestly, on my new playthrough, that's gonna probably be my way to start, I think that's gonna be my way to deal with Elder Dragons on my second playthrough. Just get monsters that apply status effects and just spam the hell out of that to just deal as much dot damage as I can. Cause I'll already be able to have Dreadcreen Rathian with severe poison. Obviously I won't get Almudron until like the third part of the game, but still. I know what I'm gonna be doing for my second playthrough. Obviously I'm going to be using a different team, but that's not going to be something I stream, you know? Since I'll be going back to Rise, and then once I beat Primordial Malzeno, I'll be going back to World. Because I have a lot more to do in World. Is there no New Game Plus? Apparently not, from what I've been told. Which is upsetting, but, you know. I feel like if they did do New Game Plus, they just, let you keep all of your armor and weapons, but just reset you and your monsters' levels back down to 1. I think that would be a good way to do a New Game Plus. Because doing a New Game Plus at like level 99 would be a bit, ridiculous. What do we break next? Let's break your back.
Come on, everyone! How about this?
Is it already in double attack, double kinship death range? Yeah, it is. We can already double kinship kill it.
Keep it up! Ready?
Come on! All right, over there!
Yeah!
I don't know why, but seeing Alvadron run like that just got a chuckle out of me.
Nice one!
Hope so!
Pretty good.
Oh damn, we got
You did it!
double bots in chat.
Nice job!
Hold on.
That's done.
Looks like they've been hidden though.
Right then.
Yeah, they've been hidden so no one saw it.
The monster's been slain and the ore's in hand. Let's say we head back.
Not so fast. There's one more piece of unfinished business.
We still haven't heard the end of that Gunland story.
Oh, shoot. You remembered. It's honestly a little embarrassing to share.
Well, it shouldn't be.
Instead of a ring, I asked Lucas for this gun lance as a symbol of our marriage.
Oh, so that's why she doesn't wear a ring.
You don't say. He must have been quite taken aback.
Try completely speechless. Still, I stand by it. This is proof that I'd stake my life to protect him. That said, it did take me a while to get a hang of the thing.
So maybe her secondary weapon will be what she used before the gun lance.
Pretty weird, right?
Not in the least.
What would she use? I mean, maybe she would be a bow user, but she definitely wouldn't use hunting horn. I don't know if I see her as a longsword user. Maybe greatsword is her secondary.
Gunland suits you, Cora. Much better than some ring or necklace would.
Cora, I would like to apologize. It was short-sighted of me to suggest replacing such a well-loved weapon. I never would have done so if I'd known.
Yeah, I kind of figured her gun lance had sentimental
No,
value.
It's cool. It is getting pretty worn out. If anything, I appreciate the push. I do plan on taking care of this old gun lance. It still means the world to me.
She's a piece of it in the new one.
But now, for the sake of protecting the rangers he left behind, it's time I turn over a new leaf. With a new weapon.
You really...
Happy to hear it. Still, don't push yourself too hard, yeah? You are an irreplaceable comrade, after all.
Yeah.
Cool. Chapter 2 complete. Oh. Okay. She does use longsword. Okay. I guess I was wrong about that. Alright. I'll do one more side quest from her, and then I'll proceed to the final boss. And then once we beat the story, I guess I can do some more of the other characters' side quests and whatnot. One day in Galliad.
Hey, there you are. You got a minute?
What's up?
I've got some good news to share with everyone.
Cave
I like the
kids.
sound of that.
Okay.
Do tell.
So, there's this one specific cave that's the only thing the egg hunters are talking about lately. They found it deep within the Rococo rocks. 3 egg hunters have gone in to investigate so far, but not a single one of them has come back.
Oh boy.
How disturbing. Sorry, how exactly is this good news?
Yeah, that's what I'm
I
thinking.
was just about to get to that. They're offering a sizable reward to whoever can make it to the innermost part of the cave system. Given that we set out without a Zenny to our name, that reward money could go a long way toward making our travels a little easier, right?
True. Didn't exactly take the treasury with us.
Yeah.
Investigating an unexplored grotto. Can you imagine a better job for me? And I'll get paid for the pleasure. Can't exactly turn that down.
I can't say I love the idea of putting you in harm's way for Zenny.
Then spare a thought for the poor missing egg hunters. They might need our help. Lost in an unexplored cave system, who knows what formations surround them?
She's getting a bit too excited about that.
Stopping her when she gets like this.
She made up her mind before she even saw us. Unexplored caves are like Felvine to Cora.
And she's like those freaking cave divers IRL.
But we can't have you losing yourself in there. Let me go with you.
Me get lost? Please. Still, I'd appreciate the backup.
Sounds like we're decided. Let's get to that cave.
Rococo rocks, right? Lead the way.
I'm gonna see how she plays with the longsword for this
Time
one.
to go.
Ah, she has a Legiana longsword. I find that funny considering, you know, Gaul uses a Legiana, and he's a longsword user as well.
Good, Monstie.
Is that where I think it is? It is. That's annoying. Up. Oh, hey, Raydao. No, it's down there. Okay, never mind.
Hey. This must be the cave we're looking for.
Looks like more egg hunters have tried their luck at it. We should hurry.
Yeah. But we're going to have to be careful. There are probably monsters in there.
I know. Come on, let's go.
Ooh, boy. Two separate paths. Alright, which way looks to be the right way? It looks like left is the correct way, so we're going right. Oh, okay, it's just this little short dead end. Well, that probably means there's Rachna Kadaki in here. That's probably going to be the, that might actually be the last, monster at the end of this cave. It's probably going to be Rachna Kadaki. I'm assuming that's what it is, and the, egg hunters are, like, tied up in Rachna Kadaki's web somewhere. What's a child doing in here?
What's a child doing here?
Literally what I just said.
You don't think... Could he be one of the first 3 egg hunters?
Please, my big brother. He's deeper in. You have to save him, please.
I guess that's why this chapter's called Cave Kids.
Take a deep breath and then tell us what happened.
My brother and I, we heard about this unexplored cave, so we came to, you know, do some digging. Then, all of a sudden, there was this huge cave-in, and we got trapped. I was trying to keep up with my brother, but I couldn't. I was too slow.
I see. So that's how you two got separated.
Letting 2 young boys mine in a dangerous place on their own. Such a thing would be unheard of in Azuria.
It's not as uncommon as you think. The prosperity you see in Galliad is built on the backs of countless egg hunters just like them.
I suppose the egg quartz they sell in town has to come from somewhere. Where are your parents?
They're gone. It's just me and my brother.
Well, damn.
Oh,
When your life's all you've got to offer, it's all too easy to put it on the line for your next meal. All right, kid. Leave your brother to us. We'll make sure he's okay, I promise. You wait for us right at the cave entrance. Can you make it on your own?
Yeah. Please. Just rescue my brother.
Sorry to take the reins like that.
Not a problem. We couldn't just leave them, could we?
Thanks. You know, Lady Amara said the same thing when she saved me.
Come on, let's get...
Okay, back to using Almudron here. Seems like we're gonna be going a long way around. Almudron moves surprisingly fast on land. How in the world do I get up there, though? Oh, it's a wall climb. I think. So I have to fly into wall climb. Oh, yeah, you can just do that. Yep, cool.
Got this, everyone.
let's go!
We've got this.
Oh, excellent job!
Very nice.
Okay, there's a Barioth. Or Baroth, not Barioth. God, their names are so similar. I get the names of them, like, mixed up all the time. Okay, Glavenus.
Just relax.
You did it! What a win!
No complaints here.
Ambrose. Oh, there's a Jarikon there. Okay, it's a Shogun Centaur, whatever it's
That must
called.
be the boy's older brother. But we won't be able to reach him. Not unless we can do something about that monster.
Ready to go?
Yeah. We've got this, everyone.
Let's go!
We've got this.
So it's a power type, which is good that I'm starting with speed. No, it's a
This'll
speed
do it.
type. Never mind.